Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at Selesnya Tokens, but mostly because there's a really interesting card we haven't played in any of our tokens lists to date, and I've played a lot of tokens lists that I really want to give a chance to, and it might actually be pretty good. Alright, so we'll get right into it and talk about this mystery card, and it's actually Defiler of Faith. Now, don't get me wrong, I've played some of the other Defilers in various lists, but I realize I've never played Defiler of Faith in probably anything. Now, this is a 5 mana 5/5, so it's not like it's the cheapest thing, but we do have some ways we can get some extra mana. But the cool part about this is if all of our spells happen to be white in some way, every time we play a white spell, we can actually get another 1/1 soldier. So if we're already doing the tokens thing, this is just a pile of extra tokens, right? Like, this actually could be playable, and if nothing else, it's a big 5/5 with vigilance. So we'll see if it checks out or not. The rest of the deck, though, we're going to be playing some Lunarch Veteran, because, well, if we're going to make tokens, we get to gain life. We're going to be playing some Resolute Reinforcements. This is just a way to have like a flash answer during our opponent's instep. Gets us 2 bodies, which unlocks a lot of things. You know, one of those things we were talking about for extra mana is Catilda. Since so many of our things happen to be humans, well, then we'll be able to tap those humans to make extra mana, and that's always awesome. And then if we do have spare mana, we just start pumping our team, which is also pretty good. We will be playing some Rite of Harmony as a way to try to draw some extra cards. And then one of the new cards that I actually really like is Sanguine Evangelist. This fits perfectly in a tokens build, right? It can give us a way to pump our tokens when we attack. It gives us 2 bodies when it enters play. If it dies, we get an extra body. And those bats also have flying, which helps us out quite a bit. We are going to be playing some wedding announcements because that's actually pretty obvious. We will also be playing some Mondrak, Glory Dominus. Just a couple of them, but you know, if we can get one, obviously with everything making tokens, this is actually really good here. Again, we're also going to be playing something like Knight Errant of Eos. Now, this isn't one I think you necessarily need to play in this list, but if we have enough tokens, we can even use this on turns where we want to search for a Defiler or search for Mondrak, something like that, and give us an opportunity. So we'll see how it works out. And we are going to play a Courtesy Rabble Rousing, like just because we already have all the mana. We might as well, with all the tokens, see what kind of trouble we can get ourselves into. But as always, if you want the whole deck list, it'll be at the end of the video, and we'll probably make some changes and talk about what's good or bad or not when we get there. But in the meantime, you can also go to the description, look for the blue arrows that'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can get today's deck and a pile of other sweet things you can play in Standard. And with that note, why don't y'all sit through this little promo, and then we'll talk about playing some of these tokens.
CoolStuffInc.com is a proud sponsor of this channel. And you can show your support while getting 5% off your entire order by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. Need singles for constructed or kitchen table play? Looking to pick up sealed product or the latest in Magic accessories? We've got you covered. CoolStuffInc.com is the place for all your Magic the Gathering needs. And support this channel by using promo code DRAGON at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Okay, I guess we're going to keep it and just try to make the most out of it. Oh boy, let's see what the opponent's up to here. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen anyone Sunset Revelry on turn 2 just to draw a card. Like, that feels like they don't have land, and they're just hoping to dig there. Okay, maybe not. There's a 3rd land. Yeah, that's very weird. I have never seen such action. Okay, well, if they have a counter, it's definitely going to hit this wedding announcement. Wow. Okay. Maybe they're just going to kill it? Like a get lost or something, possibly? I'm not going to attack here because I assume this is a control deck, but I don't really know. Plus, some of them also play, like, Elspeth Smite or whatever. I'd rather not risk the 1 point since we would need various combinations of more mana next turn. Okay. And we're going to flash this into, I guess, destroy it. No. This gains life, they're going to scry. All right. I don't really know what's happening right now. I'm sure I'm going to find out in the next couple turns. Definitely not the card I expected the opponent to play here. They kept one on top, one on bottom, so I'm sure we'll see what that's all about. Okay, they're gonna march away a wedding announcement or a wedding announcement. That seems fine. We did get a land, but it comes into play tapped, unfortunately. So I think what I'm gonna do is just play this. Obviously, the opponent doesn't love that. I'm willing to trade this 1/1 for a 3/1 just to get it out of the way. Alright, this is also good, though, that they had to use a march to get rid of that, because that's them saying, basically, they don't have an efficient way to kill this. So, possibly, when we get the... If and or when we get the rabble-rousing, it might stick. But, with them also being at 5 mana, I'm probably going to wait to play the rabble-rousing until a later turn. Okay, what are we looking at doing here? I think the same thing. I'm probably only going to attack with one creature here. I mean, I can't imagine a world where you want a Wandering Emperor or something with one token, so that's fine. Now we have to figure out what's worth it. Like, do I want to just search for 2? Because that's the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leave 1 mana up. Or I could go for a Mondrak here. Being able to play for a Make Disappear, possibly. Alright, I'm going to do this with the assumption they might try to just sweep the board next turn. And we're going to need some combination of other stuff anyway. Okay, hey, that's still not the worst thing. I'm still kind of okay with that. Considering we have another Mondrak behind. They still have something to play, which feels like it might be another March. But I'm kind of waiting for either the Sunfall or the Farewells. Yeah, that's exactly what's coming here. Alright. So I'm assuming that happens here. Either one, whatever it is. If not, I'm going to be really surprised. Because otherwise, I don't understand the attack otherwise there. Unless you just really thought I wasn't going to block with the token. Nope, they're coming after our wedding announcement again. Fair enough. Alright, so I'm going to assume. You know what they say when you assume. Is it just Make Disappear? Let's find out. Oh, it's not even a Make Disappear. Okay. Well, I guess we'll put a Defiler under there for later. Alright, so now if they have a sweeper, we will definitely see it, right? If so, I'm hoping to get an untapped land, so we could play Sanguine Evangelist and then during their end step try to play Resolute Reinforcement. Wow, okay. That did not go the way I expected. Huh. Let's see, if I had 3 to make a token and 2 to make that, so maybe we attack with just 4 things here? 4 would be 8, because I'm not going to put the Defiler of Faith into play here. Not under these circumstances. I feel like they could still have a sweeper or something, and it's just not worth it. Especially when our hand gives us a chance to rebuild very easily. I mean, I could take a turn. There's argument to be made for Knight Errant, but I think I'm just getting these in there. Because in 2 turns, we could effectively still just kill them with these anyway, so meh. Alright. They're probably just going to draw cards here if I were guessing, though. Yeah, Memory Deluge. That makes sense. If you got a sweeper, we'll see it. I imagine, though, you're looking for a Farewell. You probably want to get rid of our Rabble Rousing, too. If not, I would be pleasantly surprised. Alright, there's the Farewell. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this 4 mana. Because that was part of our plan the whole time. And then we'll go ahead and do this. And then do this. Okay, where does that leave us? Mondrack, we don't get any real value. We could just straight up play this. I mean, maybe go search for 2 things. Probably seems smarter. If I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I could still do this. All right, let's try that. Let me do that first, actually. Let's tap this, tap this. You know what? I probably should just search for 3 if I'm going to search at 2. There's a chance I could have found like another evangelist or something. Like the 1 point, well, yeah, and exactly, there's an evangelist. So I missed an opportunity, actually, as it turns out. Going for 1 point. Like, so, didn't really help me out here. I think I am going to go ahead and play Evangelist, because I felt like they had to search for the sweeper. So I'm going to go ahead and play it. If they just have another, they have another. And then our follow-up is Mondrak plus Reinforcement. And then we'll just see what happens. Fading Hope a token, sure. Actually, that's big for them, because it does let them scry. Which they bottom, so that's good. I mean, it has to be a sweeper, a wandering emperor, or something like that to get rid of our knight errant at the very least here. Well, I was gonna play Mondrak here, but let's go ahead and attack. I'm going to assume there's a wandering emperor that's gonna come after our knight errant, but either way, if it's not, we're in pretty good shape. Well, I mean, anything that kills the knight errant effectively keeps them alive. Because that's 13 exactly. Alright, you got your Deuter. Hey, that works. You get to gain 2 life and buy a turn and scry. The funny thing is, the 2 life is almost more important than them chump blocking here, because our backup plan was going to be play Mondrak into a Resolute Reinforcement. Oh, they have more action. Looks like it might be the other... Oh, it was a knockout blow. That's what they had. Oh, that actually hurts us a lot. Ooh, that's tough. That's real tough. So we only dealt 6 here, and they ended up at 17, down to 11. Yeah, that's hurtful. And we can't do near enough next turn, because we'll only be attacking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. I almost feel like I have to Mondrak just to hope. I mean, if they have another sweeper, they have another sweeper. Like, we can't do anything about it. But just playing these wasn't going to get us across the finish line. Sunset Revelry, that makes blockers. And 4 life. I mean, makes it harder for us to kill them. That's a real problem. Alright, we'll try. They know we have it. I mean, if they have a counter, this is the one opportunity it's going to work if it's a make disappear. Alright. That does not help. However, we could possibly do enough damage here that the 3 remaining could get us where we want to go. Man, I wish we had the land, the Restless Prairie would be huge here. But, yeah, I think we just attack. The opponent will take 3, 4, 5, 6. Only puts them at 9. That's unfortunate. Oh, what are they going to do here? Fading Hope a token. Wow, you know what's funny? 2, 4. They're only leaving 5 mana open, which means they can't do this. I kind of don't want them to scry, believe it or not. Well, this sounds crazy, but I'm actually going to just take the damage here. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Because I wasn't killing them anyway here, with just the damage getting through. And if this works, we'll have enough next turn anyway. But this means they have to top deck their answer, because anything to do with Memory Deluge, eating up 7 mana is not going to leave them enough. Wandering Emperor still works here if they top deck it, but I couldn't stop that anyway. Alright. See if this works. This results in 3 bodies. Nothing? Alright, this is going to get us 2 bodies. Alright, so now we got 13 on board, right? 1, 2, that's 6, 7, and 4 is 11, 12, 13. I mean, we're still attacking with everything, so it's whatever, but was just double checking. And if they got a Wandering Emperor, congrats. I mean, like, it is what it is. If so, we'll have a lot of things to respond with, because we'll Rite of Harmony, make tokens, draw cards. Oh yeah, we're good. Not true. They could bounce a Mondrak here with a Fading Hope. But it would have to be exactly that, I think. I don't think anything else is good enough. Yep, that'll do it. Okay, we don't have a green mana for Catilda. I mean, yeah, this one has to be a mulligan. This feels a lot better, actually. So we'll keep this. Believe it or not, probably getting rid of Wandering Emperor, and we're just going to hope for the best. Because we can still, theoretically, flash in reinforcements, play Catilda with a land, have... Oh, I won't have enough left, though, because one of those is a soldier, not a human. That's tough. Alright, I think we just pass. There's still a chance we could draw other things we can cast, so why not? Alright. Ooh. We play this. We're only going to have access to 2 mana because we can't tap the others. I think we do this and just attack for 2. If they flash something in. Yeah, exactly. Like, you got it. Like, that's fine. Like, one of those ones you kind of go, eh, alright, you got me. Interesting. They had that and then played... Okay, I'm not sure where this is going just yet. I'm gonna do this. And if they have a way to get rid of our knight, that's fine. Tap for Convoke. See if we can find... Oh, exactly what we wanted. Alright, cool. So then now, I have at least enough thing, because right now they're probably going to get rid of the Knight Errant. If they get rid of anything. Then that opens up the door for us to be able to Defiler into Veteran, or Defiler possibly into Wedding Announcement if we draw a land. Actually, we could, if we draw a land, we could Defiler, Wedding Announcement, and Veteran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need a land to be able to do it, I think. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say, if those are attacking, that was going to be very suspicious, but... Alright, we're going to go here. And then play the Wedding Announcement. Yeah, we won't have enough. But I think we're still on Wedding Announcement here. Oh, no, we do have enough. Hold on. We could do this the other way. Because we could pay 2 life. And then we can pay 2 life. And then I can still attack for 4 here if I want to. Which I kind of do want to. I was going to say, it would have cost them 2 creatures either way, which that also gives us the information that they're likely not sweeping the board. Because they would have just blocked there if they were going to get rid of our thing. Yeah, that, we're willing to fight that fight. We're probably going to need some help, but still willing to fight that fight. Activate Prairie. Ooh, actually, we might tap some creatures to activate the other fairy. So we can tap, tap, tap. Ooh, wait, or we could just pump our creatures. Hold on. We have a lot of options here, actually. No, we wouldn't have enough mana, because that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't be able to attack with the tokens. Yeah, alright, so we're just going to be on fairy. So tap, 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 tap. Activate this. And then we're going to attack with everybody. Alright. That's a big pile with the assistance of the Defiler. Yeah, you trade the Defiler for 2 things. I'm down. Like, I am all the way down. Let's do it. Because this is lethal. I mean, 3, 6, 9 plus 8. Yeah. So the opponent's left with no board. They do gain 4 back here. So they're at 6. We didn't lose anything. We got a card. We got to join the dance. And we get to attack with Restless Prairie, even if they sweep the board here. Grotto can scry. Angel of Endurance is not going to be nearly enough, opponent. All right, and everybody's in. Love to see it. Look at that. Yep. Oh, they actually prevent the life. I forgot. That's funny. So they're still at 3 with hexproof. Because the bags of your life total will be reduced to 0 instead, transform the angel. Alright, fair enough. Alright, so we take some damage. That thing goes to 17. Can we kill them with this? They're at 15. How did we not deal damage last time? I think I missed something, but that's okay. We'll cast this. Get us some life back. Go ahead and cast this, because that's worth life too. Yeah, I am going to get a little bit of a discount. Alright. A lot of life total coming back there. What do they have hexproof for? I'm so confused. I don't know why I can't kill them from here. Alright, well. Alright, cool. Yeah, I feel like that I'll catch it in editing. I was just having a moment where when they cast this, it wasn't on the backside yet, because, like, you know, if your life total will be reduced to 0, instead it transforms, and, you know, whatever, then your life total becomes 3. I guess that was the deal that I missed. So it blocked, their life total became 3. I just misread that. Okay, that makes sense. Either way, that was a crazy game, and honestly, thanks a lot to the Defiler there for doing what we wanted it to do. This is a super easy mulligan. We just drew all the expensive things. Alright, this is a bit better. Let's... Ooh, I don't know if I want to join the dance or not. I think I'm going to put back a Resolute Reinforcement. That's interesting. I think just because I can get join the dance into the graveyard, maybe. You know, in this matchup, interestingly, sometimes just having enough blockers is a good enough deal here. So, we'll take it. Play this and pass. Now we'll flash this in we'll block with both things. They can pump it or do whatever. We'll take a poison. But it's just kind of nature of the beast. Oh, well, now we're only going to block with one thing, because blocking with two doesn't do anything. Alright. We'll block with the soldier, because it's also not a human, for relevant things later. Alright, I mean, our life total doesn't really matter in this fight, but we'll make all the bodies here. And if for some reason the opponent decides to let that venerated Rot Priest actually tap, maybe one day we'll get to try to kill it with the Wandering Emperor. I mean, we probably won't, because they'll still have defensive spells to use on it, but, you know, one can always hope. Oh, they're going to be shields down here? They're not going to attack, though, into three things. Oh, that's silly. Yeah, we knew that wasn't happening. Alright, so what do we do here? I think we just search for two things, right? Tap creature, 3 mana. That only leaves 1 mana open, though. If we Mondrak, we don't really have anything making tokens that'll matter. This is tough. Alright, I think we're going to do this anyway, though. And let's just go here and here. Probably this, I guess. Yeah. I kind of want to look for 3, but I'd rather... Okay, hey, we found the best thing we could find if we're only going to get 1 card. Alright. So at least have multiple blockers here. So the opponent has to find other ways to get us stuck with some poison. Now, they can also have something like, I guess, Tyvar Stand. So if we block, they could pump 2, or if they have a land, pump 3. And that makes blocking kind of gross. Not to say I wouldn't still block, but, you know. And honestly, I would almost do it just so they would tap out, if it was an option, so that we could use Wandering Emperor and get rid of the Rot Priest. Yeah, this is what this feels like. I'm willing to give this creature up if that's the situation. And if they just Tyvar staying here for 2, I'm okay with that. Yep, absolutely. Like, sometimes you gotta take the loss to get ahead. Okay. No attacks. Now we can start working on some things here. We've at least dealt with the immediate threats. Not only did we deal with the immediate threat, we did that with only 3 poison on us, which is pretty good. Yeah, I wasn't too concerned about that. It was actually better just being 2 blockers, really, more than anything else here. Now that I have this, I think we want to Mondrak. And we're just going to +1 this. And pass the turn. So we got what we wanted out of this, really, all things considered. And they usually don't have quality removal here. And like I was saying, oh, well, they found another Rot Priest, so we're kind of back on that. But, you know, what I was saying from the beginning is this is one of those decks that if you can put enough blockers in the way, you're now just hoping they don't have enough things, or they don't get double Rot Priest targeting their stuff. But otherwise, this is pretty strong. Because now we can minus Wandering Emperor. Yeah. Start piling up some things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we can at least send the flyers over the top, plus get the +1, so I'm kind of alright with that. Let's go ahead and get 2 bodies here. Let's go ahead and play this. And we'll get 3 bodies. 2 of which fly. And I think I'm willing just to attack here with the Mondrak and just say, cool, bring it. Actually, I guess they could also just save the Rot Priest here, so that may not even be a quality attack. Yeah, no attacks. We'll wait until we can do a little bit more. All right. I mean, we knew that was an option, so we're not shocked. It also means they already have us up to 6 poison effectively, because those are 1 each. And I'll assume they have at least like 1 Tameo safekeeping or something, so we're going to basically play as though we're at 7 poison already. Not the card we were looking for. Ugh. Alright. Let's plus 1 of these, because they're going to be in the air. I mean, kind of the only thing we can do here. Let's go ahead and do this, get some extra bodies. Because we'll just have the ground just locked up, so we're not even going to worry about that. These have vigilance, they are definitely attacking. These are attacking. This is attacking, as are these. I think we're just getting it all in there. Like this too. We've got 4 creatures back, plus the vigilance creatures, so sure. I think it's just an all-out attack here. Because this is literally, I think, the only way we're going to win, right? And then I'm assuming they block the Evangelist at some point. That's also going to become a bat, so sure. Yeah, and since our life total doesn't really matter here, I can sack 2 of the tokens that are dying. And just give Mondrak indestructible so we don't have to worry about it for future turns. Sure. I'm not going to do anything yet. Because they're going to play something to save the Rot Priest first, I'm assuming. Alright, that makes sense. So now that they're doing that, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. Either way. We'll get rid of these 2 knuckleheads, I guess. Because they're not doing anything. Alright. I mean, that is a pile of damage. Alright, opponent's at 4. If they get the right lands and they can put enough poison on us, so be it. But I mean, or they get another Rot Priest. That would probably open it up. But I think we got this. Like, at this point, Mondrak dying doesn't even matter. Like, we have 3, possibly 4 damage in the air anyway. Even if everything on the ground was able to get locked up here. Yep. So we're at 6 poison. I mean, I guess if they could... No, I was gonna say they'd have to also be able to give stuff trample. Yeah, we're fine here. Sure. We'll block. 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 Yep. Like I said, I'm pretty sure we're safe here. And rabble rousing for sport? Sure, why not? Sure, safekeeping. We go to 7. 7 poison anyway. Yep, alright. Good stuff. Man, this hand's so close to being good, but I'm gonna mulligan it. Alright, this feels a lot better. I'm gonna get rid of Rite of Harmony because I'm gonna play greedily here. And see if maybe we can, like, Catilda into Wedding Announcement into Defiler of Faith. We're gonna probably need every bit of that in this matchup, as it turns out. Man, sad. I kind of have to do this. I can't get away with playing the Restless Prairie here. Maybe we'll find another untapped land next turn. That would be nice. Alright, good old Jukai Naturalists. So now it's just going to be, can we find things to produce enough counters or tokens to not care about what the opponent's doing? Boy, do I want to play the Defiler, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Why would Arena even consider tapping our creatures for the Wedding Announcement? That's very interesting. I don't know why that would be a thing. I mean, I guess I should have played the Restless Prairie here. Honestly. Oh, I guess it didn't want me to take a point of damage. I think that's what Arena was doing. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I guess. Now, if they have a way to remove something, I'm going to assume it's going to be Wedding Announcement here. But I'm actually probably going to get punished for playing the, not playing the Restless Prairie here. All right. Ossification on Catilda. Sure. It makes sense to me. Yeah, it's like they're looking at the veteran going, well, but, you know, life totals. Like, you're not wrong. Yep, that's not a bad choice. Really, it's really not. I mean, we take 5 here. I'm not blocking. I wanted almost anything but a land there. That's tough. All right. Well, if they have another exile thing, we might just be dead. If it's anything else, we got a shot. If it's something here that just exiles our other guy, yeah. We're probably dead. All right, GG's. I'm just going to move on. No point in us trying to play our way out of that. Okay, let's keep it. We'll see how many of these cards actually live. Oh, no! That sucks. That's one of the worst things we could see with this hand. Wow, they took Mondrak. Okay, cool. That's... I guess it could have been worse. Okay. Wow, multiple Restless Praise. I would like to not draw land deck. How about that? That would make us quite happy. Alright, end the turn. Come on, Liliana. Alright, well, I guess I gotta flash this in. We're not gonna get this Defiler of Faith into play, unfortunately. Come on, wedding announcement? That's not bad. Not good, but it's not bad. Alright, I guess we just hope they don't sweep the board. I mean, I guess even if they do, we could just play both veterans out of the graveyard. Good old Shieldred? No, it's... Okay, well, that's kind of a thing. Alright, no attacks, I guess. Doesn't really make sense to there. And a Shieldred, sure. Doot. Block this. I mean, I can at least play one veteran as a flyer, so there's that. Yeah, what are the odds they don't have a kill spell here? Probably pretty low. Alright. I mean, no chance Defiler of Faith makes it through this turn, right? Like, they're reading it like they're not going to kill it. Like, we know they're going to kill it. Maybe they won't. Okay, I guess they're not gonna kill it. Alright, we're still playing some Magic here. Yeah, I'm gonna take 4. 6, really, but, you know, whatever. Okay, these are some things. Oh, I could pay the cheaper man. There's really no point. We don't have much else to cast here. Just pay full price. Back for 5. I mean, we do have Vigilance. Oh, Aquazats. That's not fun. That's not fun at all. Oh, we got a Wandering Emperor, though. Okay, that's real. Alright, what does this look like? We play this, we'll get a body. We could tap... Oh, these are soldiers, not humans. I think we just have to... the problem is if we don't cast anything, then they get to flip a Trespasser, and that's worth some damage. Oh, their hand's empty, though. What do we do? I think we just have to pass, unfortunately. Yep, didn't really want to, but you know, situation is what it is. Hoping that's not a discard spell. Ah, dang it. That was the worst.
Happy to help, but
Yep, literally gonna make us discard a card, right? Oh, they didn't? Why would they not make us discard here? Okay. I mean, I'm into it. I don't know why they wouldn't have. Because that's just sacking a token is pointless, really, in the grand scheme of things. Yeah.
Drop it.
Okay. I mean, you know, take what you can get, I guess. Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth and all that. This is gonna go attacking into here. Actually, and this can attack into you, I guess. Why not? Alright, cool. End the turn. Lord Skitter. That makes some bodies, but not really here nor there. They might be trying to minus Liliana at 7. We sack a creature, huh? Sure. I guess they're not going to go for the 7. This also gains us a point of life, so it's not like terrible. Alright, they get a body, get to remove something from a graveyard. Sounds good. Okay, so now we can tap 1, 2, 3, 4 and make that guy. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are only humans we have. So I guess we just tap this for 6. Or tap this plus 6. Alright. Not helpful, deck. Not helpful in the least. Very disappointing. But this does contribute, so, you know, we're going to keep on keeping on. At this rate, we're just going after the opponent. Man, that's a big 10 ball, so sure. In the turn? Yep, you got it. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in that. So it takes 5 lands, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4 in that left. That doesn't quite get us where we want to go. Yeah, we'll stack one of these, I guess.
Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
I was like, we have some quality blocks here, but let's see how the opponent attacks. Maybe they want to get in there with Shieldred. I don't know. Really? And their hand's empty? I feel like I'm missing something here, but sure, I'm your Huckleberry, why not? Okay. This feels like they're giving up. I don't know what's happening. Yep. Okay, cool. Good win. You know, let's keep this. This is at least reasonable. We have to find stuff between, you know, 3 and 5, but this seems fine. Alright, that's not terrible to have here either. I mean, downside if this is like dinosaurs, yep. I was just about to say, okay, it is dinosaurs, okay. So, step 1, let's try to get as many blockers on the field as we can and hope they don't get their tramplers. After that, not really sure what we're going to do. We'll have to figure it out. I feel like maybe we Sanguine Evangelist because we'll at least get a flyer. Which maybe not ends up having to block like a Dracosaur down the road, but... Oh, wait, what? They called Dinosaur and then Angel? Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know what that means. What deck wants dinosaurs and angels? Yeah, I just might lose because I don't even know what we're playing around right now. Like, honestly. Okay, we're just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go for whatever damage I can get in right now. Though it does mean having bats is even more important because apparently there's gonna be angels in our future. And God. Okay. What is this? This is so amusing. I 100% have no idea what the opponent's doing right now. This is great. I feel like I'm going to get steamrolled by some super techie deck that I should know about that I just don't. They also could just be like rope-a-doping me and just naming a bunch of different creature types that don't matter. Which, if they are, hilarious. Like, insane amount of credit goes to the opponent there. I'm just doing this to get a card. If they have a way to kill an enchantment, whatever. Alright, I was kind of hoping to get our Knight Errant, because that would have been cool to, like, Defiler of Faith, tap everything, play a Knight Errant. And there's our Herd Migration? Oh, okay, so maybe they're still playing Atraxa? Because that is an angel and a... I don't know if she's a god. Huh. Yeah, man, I don't know what's happening. I'm so lost. I've never had so much fun being confused. I mean, opponent's at 5. Do we even cast anything? I'm trying to think, what does the opponent do here? Yeah, we just draw a card, I guess. I mean, I don't know what matters. If anything matters here. Okay, well, that game was silly. The only thing I can guess is this was one of those domain control decks. And maybe they set this on Dinosaur to be able to cast like the Topiary Stomper if they drew one. And then they just wanted to make sure they had mana for Atraxa, probably. But then couldn't cast anything else because they had the 3 Cavernous Souls. That's the only thing that makes sense. But, alright. I mean, a win's a win. It's just not pretty. Alright, so amusingly, this deck actually works, which is cool. And we did have a game where we got the Defiler do some crazy stuff. We won another one where we got the Defiler, but then it died. But we still won the game, so I don't know. Interestingly, though, well, we have some stuff to talk about. But here's the deck list that we played today. I don't think I would change a lot here, but we will talk about what I would potentially change. But we got 4 Lunarch Veteran, 3 Get Lost, 4 Resolute Reinforcement, 3 Join the Dance, 3 Catilda, 2 Rite of Harmony, 3 Sanguine Evangelist, 3 Wedding Announcement, 2 Mondrak, 2 Wandering Emperor, 3 Defiler of Faith, 2 Knight Errant Evios, 1 Rabble Rousing, Naganjo, 5 Plains, Beseju, 2 Forests, 4 each of Brushland, Overgrown Farmland, Raise of Urge Thicket, 3 Restless Prairie, and 1 Merrick's. Now, I do think there's some very serious things to talk about here. I think you could just ultimately cut 1 Defiler and just play 60 cards. I think that's a reasonable start. I also think you could even cut the Rabble Rousing because it's kind of in there just because. And realistically, having something like an Adeline or whatever helps this deck quite a lot, right? It's an easy creature to play. You have a lot of times you're going to be able to attack immediately, get those extra bodies, and then just have a really big creature. So that's really good too. And Adeline still works with several other things in the deck. So those are probably 2 changes I would make, and maybe even find a way to get another Adeline in there. Like, realistically, if you cut a Rabble Rousing and you cut a Defiler, you could play 2 Adeline. And that probably solves the problem. Matter of fact, I might even have that be the final version that y'all can download. But yeah, otherwise, like, we were able to hang with the control decks. We were able to hang with other aggro decks. We were able to gain some life a couple times. We got cool stuff with the Defiler. So this did a little bit of everything. I was kind of surprised by it, to be honest with you, but was a lot of fun. So yeah, this one gets 2 thumbs up. I don't know if it's necessarily better than the other Selesnya Tokens decks, but it definitely attacks from a different angle, and it gives you another big body that's actually relevant. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Bishop of Wings. This is a card that it looks like it may not be worth anything because it goes into a very specific deck, and not even one that's actually that powerful in 60 card. It's okay, there's obviously some Angel theme decks. So this card does have some value, but it goes for like $3 still, even though it's kind of narrow. Now, don't be wrong, gaining 4 life when Angel comes in or getting a token when it dies, very relevant things, but it's more about the number of decks that can actually effectively play this. Not too many, but even with that, the card is still strong enough in those decks that want it that it's almost mandatory. So yeah, here's a little bit that's worth something in case you didn't know. Oh, and if you haven't seen it yet, I actually played a Mardu Humans list that was actually very cool and took advantage of Imidane's Recruiter, which I think might be changing the landscape of what Humans decks can look like. So you may check that out. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.